I'm Joe Whitson, and I participated in the Humanities Without Walls Summer Workshop this last summer. Humanities Without Walls is a Mellon-funded summer workshop that focuses on alternative career paths to academia. So the goal is to take people like myself who are getting a PhD, who are maybe interested in looking for opportunities outside of academia, outside the traditional tenure track professor positions, and see what else can I do with my career, what else can I do with this degree, with the skills that I have, with the connections that I've made to really do the kind of things that I want to do, make the impacts I want to make, but not necessarily have to be pegged within this very narrow tenure track traditional space. So the application process is going to ask you to put together a statement about yourself that's speaking to those outside goals. What is your experience in careers outside of academia? What are you looking for? Have you started pursuing some of these things? Have you not started pursuing some of these things? Kind of where are you at in this process? And to what extent have you been thinking about it? They really want people who are going to take this seriously, who really want to push this mission forward of expanding the horizons of academia. So the application process is a statement speaking to those goals from your own personal perspective. Right, so the workshop is 3 weeks. It's in Chicago, and I think it's going to continue to be in Chicago. There's 30 students, and basically we would spend all day, every day for the weekdays meeting with people, talking with people who have PhDs or people who have advanced degrees, who are working in these different fields. So we had people come in from all over the place, foundations, marketing firms, humanities organizations, kind of like IS or ones out in the community, journalists, right? People doing freelancing, people doing different kind of consulting things, basically anywhere that you can take your skills and use them, which for somebody with a PhD in humanities is really anywhere, was kind of what they're trying to get us through. So there was talking with people, going to different places. Chicago has a great community of people working in the humanities at all different levels, in all different places, from government to nonprofit to kind of corporate industries. So being able to go to some of these places and talk to them, see where they're working, see what these office environments are like, see what the kind of structure of these environments are like. And then in addition to that, we also had career workshops. So this is something that was really helpful for me to be able to think about how do I take the skills that I have and speak a different language. So in academia, we're trained to speak a very specific language that's helps us get into these type of careers that we're looking for within these academic spaces. But when you're trying to talk to people that don't have these experiences, haven't necessarily gone through academia or have been out a long time, it was really useful to be able to take these skills that we have and say, okay, this skill is a project management skill. This skill is a team building skill. This is something that I can talk about in a way that is accessible and that is legible to these people that don't have any experience in academia. And understanding that, well, these are the same skills that I have, and we talk about them kind of weirdly within this bubble space, but really they're the same skills that I'm going to need to be successful in all of these different areas. So having a career counselor come in and talk to us about how to do that, how to do a resume, how to do a cover letter, how to set up your LinkedIn in a way that is, again, accessible and legible to all of these other people outside of academia to really set you up for success. So that was one workshop. Another workshop, for example, was a networking workshop. How do we, we like to work alone in academia. I like to sit at my computer and get my writing done. I work with other people to some extent. So how do I really get out of that space of myself to be able to, I need to network, I need to meet people, I need to talk to people, I need to do informational interviews. I need to find a way to build my network to be able to even find these jobs, right? 60-70% of jobs are never posted. You can't just throw in an application to get that. So training how to build those networks, how to build those communities that you really need to get into the industries that you're looking for. So having someone come in and talk to us specifically, here's some action steps you can take, was one of the really useful things for me. So one of the reasons I'm most thankful for this opportunity and glad that I was able to go through it is just kind of having that broadened horizon about what I can do. I'll probably still be looking for some academic jobs, but the idea that that's not the end all of what I can do and what the opportunities are for me. We talk about alt-ac careers, right? These are alternatives. If you don't get the academic job or you don't get the tenure track position, then you have an alternative. But really seeing these, having that perspective shift with this community of people at Humanities Without Walls to think, not alternatives, right? These are just as legitimate and just as impactful and just as interesting positions as I could have within academia. So being able to have that mental shift, being able to see, wow, I have all of these opportunities. I don't have this one narrow thing that's a hard market that I may or may not be able to get. Wow, I wasted 6 years doing my PhD just to fail at this. No, I have all of these opportunities, and I'm qualified for them, and my PhD has made me qualified for them, and has made me a good candidate, and has made me a successful candidate. And so to be able to kind of see all of these things, these networks I can build, these potential careers, it really kind of broadens your perspective and makes finishing up your PhD and the job search a lot less scary.